flashy. Give him the suck. Oh, freeze them. Look, they're still frozen. They're still frozen. Oh, we got it behind him. Let's see if we can get this big group. Oh, we got two. We got two. Oh, we're... All right, suck him in. Oh, they hit it. Teleport. Have him sucked in. The meter comes down, stuns him again, and then he's now frozen. I mean, he can't even play. 9 seconds, man. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to give you guys a sneak peek at my new PvP wizard. So this is a build that I've been having a lot of fun with on a alternate character. Just as a heads up though, if any of you guys see this and you're like, yo, I really want to play wizard, wait for the class change system to come out. That should be coming out very soon. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check the pinned comment. It'll go over that. Basically, you can swap classes. We just have a little bit of information on it that it is coming out very soon. But I decided to level this up because as a content creator, I just want to give you guys a variety of stuff, and like I've been grinding out Demon Hunter for quite a amount of time. In fact, a few days ago we hit rank 2 on the server on the 2nd cycle. It's kind of like almost like different seasons, if you will. But I wanted to mention that just as a heads up that yeah, don't feel like you need to make a wizard immediately, because if you could just change your class later with the new class change system, that way you don't have to re-level up your Paragon, because you have to level this up all the way again, and yeah, it's not fun. So anyways, let's go ahead and go into the build, and I'll kind of explain the 9-second stun, and also explain why certain things may not be registering, because some of you guys are like, dude, this build is awesome, but when I do it, it doesn't work out all the time. Like, what's causing that? I'm here to kind of explain that. So first off, even though, like, in theory, when we add all of this up in terms of the skills, right, we go Black Hole, 3 seconds, pulls them in. We go to Meteor, it stuns them for 3 seconds. Then we go to this, and then it freezes them for 3 seconds. That's 9 seconds of them not playing the game, right? It doesn't quite work like that in PvP. There's so many things that you have to factor in. One important thing that you can factor in also in terms of like the attributes is going to be potency. This is something that you have to factor in. There's also a set bonus that you can get on one of the pieces. I don't have them, but if you get enough pieces, there's one where like lost control over opponents, they'll take increased damage, and you can actually further increase the amount of time that they are going to be losing control of their character. So you'll have to factor in those things. And on top of that, on the Paragon, you'll have to hit Paragon 50, but nowadays people are just about hitting it. So on the Paragon, under the Gladiator tree, I can't even show you guys, but there is something where it makes it so if you would like lose control, it's got a cooldown on it internally, but that is another thing that you'll have to factor in. But going over how the build works, because I don't want this to be a full build guide, because I'm missing some of the pieces, and I probably will go over it in a future video. So if you're new here and you do want to see that, subscribe to the channel, definitely see it. This is more like a sneak peek and kind of an explanation on how the build works. So what you want to do is you hit them with Black Hole, you auto once or twice, then you throw Meteor, you auto once or twice, and then you throw down the beam, auto once or twice. The reason why is you don't want to overlap your stuns, if that makes sense. But there's technically different forms of losing control of your character, because in terms of like the wording, this is actually pretty important. So this one pulls them in, this one is an actual stun, this one freezes them. At the end of the day, they basically do the same thing. They're not playing the game. So again, this is 3 seconds, this is 3 seconds, this is also 3 seconds. It adds up, in total, it adds it up to 9. But on top of that, I'll be making some more theory crafting videos on this for PvP in the future, but there is also the Grace of the Flagellant, where each time you deal damage with this set bonus, you have a 4% chance to unleash a lightning strike, dealing whatever amount of damage, but that's another stun right there. So if we're hitting them with all of these, we could get a 10-second stun. But remember that if we read the text over on potency here, you actually have it says against players durations are reduced by 50%. I believe that's like a number where there's always going to be some sort of reduction. I don't know if you can actually make it so it's like way longer, to the point where it makes it so the stun is actually a full 9 seconds. So basically, it's not going to be a full 9 seconds. It's technically worded that way, but because of the 50% duration, and there's other things in terms of stats on characters where it's like reduction of like lost control of character, basically, it's going to be reduced. do. So you have to factor those in too. So don't just sit there and be like, oh, it's 3 seconds. I can auto like 3 or 4 times between that. It is not the case. You auto once or twice, depending on like how you feel in terms of their HP. If they've got lots of HP, then you might want to try to shoot for 2 if you're just trying to full burst. But if they're like, you know, half HP, you could just spam all of them, move around, heal, and then just start autoing other targets, or move around, do the objective, whatever the case may be. But I figured I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek at like what I'm trying to build. But in terms of like the actual build, the only important thing that you'll really need for this, I don't have anything really other than this that I feel like is really good for the build, where it's a legendary Kin's Cryo Clasp, where it says Focus and Trophy, so Ray of Frost unleashes a stronger instantaneous beam after a short delay, which damages enemies and freezes them. This is the only thing that you'll need to actually get, because the rest of them, like Black Hole, there is a helmet that it has legendary power where it increases the radius. Right now, I have it where like Teleport makes us invisible and puts like a clone down. I actually really like this one, but the increased radius of Black Hole is actually going to be the most important thing, because you hit this, you literally 1, 2, 3 people. Like, if they're like low enough in HP, or if you happen to have enough resonance, like you're way overcapped, you will absolutely destroy people, and they're going to be feeling very frustrated. But yeah, that's a sneak peek at my wizard build that I plan to show you guys later down the line. But if you guys did ask, like, you know, how do you do this combo? Because you guys watch me PvP, and I give them the suck, and then we destroy them super fast. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I'll go over a full like build guide and how to play it, but it's basically you hit them with 1, 2, 3, and in between, you auto once or twice. That's basically it. But anyways, like I said, it's a sneak peek, and I wanted to drop this video now. But thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here, hit subscribe, turn that bell if you want to see more Diablo Immortal videos in the future, especially with PvP, because that's kind of my goal of this channel. But I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.